So generally the idea is that a customer or client can just come, search for a skill, then under the skill he will see a list of users that have that skill, and then they can click and contact the user. But then under skills we just have a few more things remaining. Just we need to be able to edit this skill. As you can see, it's still showing an error. So what we're going to do is that we're going to copy what we already have in the add skill. So just go to add and edit looks alike. The only difference between add and edit is in the form action. As you can see, the form action is pointing to add because it's creating a new skill. So when you're adding, your form action is pointing to add, but then in an edit, it's actually pointing to an already existing skill. As you can see, the form action is pointing to books edit. There you should go with an ID. This is the only difference between add and edit. So if that is the only difference, we can as well just copy everything in add and paste in edit, and it pretty much solves our problem. But then otherwise we can just do what we did before. Skills name, created that, cool. Then inside the edits, we'll make sure that we'll just copy everything inside. Okay. Which is the tray of this. I would like to show you a little difference that most people don't notice too in the edit. If you notice in the edit, when you are editing a form, you're supposed to see contents of the form. For instance, unlike when you're adding, let me refresh this, the error must have been gone. And then we have this. When you're editing, I'm supposed to see the name already typed in here as football. Then I'll see the content so that I'll know what I'm editing. Unlike in add, when you're adding, the form should be empty. So this is how edit tackles it. So it does skill.title. Once you do skill.anything, it will add it as a value. So the form add doesn't have it. So in the edit, when we replace everything we have, I copied the contents of the form from add, and then I'm pasting it here. So there are 3 elements. So what we're going to do is to add that value field, value attribute. As you can see, it doesn't exist. I'm going to add value equal to skill.name. So the same thing with the other one, skill.url and skill.name, skill.url, and skill.description, and skill.description. Just in case you don't know where this is coming from, it is coming from this guy, controller. If we go to our controllers and we go to skills and we go to edit, you see that first of all we are retrieving the contents of that skill, and then at the bottom of the edit function we're passing it to the view. That's where we got that from. And then we're going to make sure that we put the 2 curly brackets. I'm refreshing. As you can see, we didn't put the curly bracket. That's why it's typing skill.edit directly. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the curly brackets around it, because it's a variable. And then one more time. So with this, we are sorted and covered. So if we refresh, we will see the content of the skill. As you can see, this is a game that gives joy to many male species. I don't know if this is sexist, but just a joke. Take it lightly. And then there are so many. This is too long, so I'm just going to reduce it. I've clicked submit. So it should take us to view. So let's verify what happened. So I'm gonna just quickly take a look at reduce this skill description, the number of rows is 15. That's too much. I'm just going to put it somewhere around 8. Okay, which means I should come to an add and reduce it to 8 too. So when we click submit, it appears that it didn't submit skills edit skill ID. Okay, so we'll quickly go to the skills controller to be sure that we are good to go. So this is the edit function. This works well, and this works so far, and we're not dealing with title, we're dealing with description. Title of the skill can't be empty, but the rest can be empty. Okay, and so right here is going to be name, URL, and description. So what we're gonna do is to make sure that we're grabbing it here to description, URL, and name. So put a comma here, and we're good to go. Skill view. Okay. Alright, so this sorts our issue. Let's quickly confirm that we did this, exactly this too, in the add method, because I don't think we worked on the add method too. So name, description, URL. Okay, we saw the add method. So finally we get back to this place. We refresh, hit enter. Yeah, of course we're expecting that. Then we can now say a nice sports. So we can enter, submit. So as you can see, this time it works out very well. It now has a nice sports as the name. So of course you can always make these things better. I just go for minimality just to make sure that things stay straight up and you can understand how things work. You can take your time and design your own form very, very well to look very neat. Thank you. See you in the next video.